guys, and welcome back. Well, do you remember the group that Eazy-E signed right before his death? They were called Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, yeah, and one of the members was called Bizzy Bone. Yeah, this is him right here. Now his real name is Brian Anthony McCain II, and he had a career with Bone Thugs and Harmony as well as a solo career. But I was reading this article, this interview that he did, and he really had a hard time. I know, you know, when I saw their unsung, he had a problem with the alcohol and everything, but I did not know that he was kidnapped for and held captive for 2 years. Yeah, it all happened at the age of 4. His stepfather left town with him and his sisters, and the children were told that their mother and grandmother had died. Now, at the time, they didn't know. The siblings did not know that they had been abducted because they just thought their mother and grandmother had died, just like their stepfather told them. And I mean, he moved out of town. He was originally from Columbus, Ohio. So the stepfather got him, moved out of town. They often moved, lived in apartments, homeless shelters, and sometimes just in the stepfather's car. And he forced them to resort to begging strangers for food. I mean, they were just tortured by his stepfather. His stepfather physically and sexually abused him, and he truly believed that his mother and grandmother was dead. That's why they didn't never try to escape or tell anyone. They just thought that this was just going to be ideal and everything. And also, he suffered sexual abuse by his stepfather's friends. But, you know, he said he was too young to realize the severity of what had happened to him. Yeah, now, he was now the stepfather, whose name was Brian Anthony McCain, who he was named after, was a college-educated man who played football for the Columbus Bucks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now McCain, Bizzy Bone, said his stepfather was a very intelligent man who knew how to move around with the children for 2 years without being caught. Now, in the years following the abduction of the children, Roseanne Jefferson worked tirelessly to find them. Now, she eventually sought the assistance of John Walsh. You know, he's the guy that's on American Most Wanted. Yeah, and he was an advocate for missing and exploited children following his abduction of his own son Adam, who was abducted and murdered. So she worked with him, and they were able, and they put pictures up of Bizzy Bone and his siblings, and that's how they were able to catch him. A woman called in who lived on an Indian reservation with the children and their stepfather, saw the movie and the photo of McCain, and she immediately contacted the FBI. Now, Bizzy Bone and his sisters were in school when they were called to the principal office, and the children at that time was using the surname of Jones. They wasn't using McCain. Now, Brian said he was initially hesitant to disclose his real name as he was raised not to snitch, but one of his sisters eventually told the police who they actually were. Now, although the children were reunited with their mother, Bizzy Bone had a difficult adjusting. Now, their mother, Roseanne Jefferson, remarried while her children were missing, and her new husband was abusive toward Bizzy Bone. Now, the boy was eventually placed in a foster care and went to live with a woman named Beulah Smith in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, by all accounts, Beulah Smith provided Bizzy Bone with a loving home. However, he continued to struggle with his painful past. By the age of 13, Bizzy was living on the streets and selling drugs, and by the age of 14, he fathered his first child. Now, in an interview, he said he met one of his future bandmates at a dope house in Cleveland. He said he was selling dope, and he met Lazy Bone from the day on. First, I became Wishbone, and we went through our Bone Thug story from about 14, 15 years old up until this very day. We've been friends, comrade, and business associates. Now, Bizzy Bone formed the music group, the Band-Aid Boys. However, after rap superstar Eazy-E expressed interest in the group, they changed their name to Bone Thugs and Harmony in 1993. Now, through his career, Bizzy Bone has been honored with an AMA Award, an ASCAP Award, and a Blockbuster Award, recognition by the NAACP. Bizzy Bone has also collaborated with Tupac, Notorious Big, P. Diddy, and Snoop Dogg. Now, although he faced a great deal of adversity, Bizzy said he eventually learned to leave the pain of his past behind him and focus on his future. He said, "You got to let it go, or it's going to torment you for the rest of your life. Tell that demon to leave." Hallelujah, yes. As reported by MTV News, Bizzy Bone admitted some things that happened during the kidnapping had stuck with him through the years, despite his commitment to moving forward. While they were on the run, he and his sisters were forced to take cover in vans, hiding under clothes whenever they heard police cars. Although his stepfather told them they were playing a game, he still catches himself looking around the corner when the police come. Now, he said he credits John Walsh with helping save him and his sisters from his stepfather. Now, during the interview with Crime Monthly, he said, "Who knows where I would have been? It's time somebody thanked Walsh from the bottom of their heart." Now, though he admits it has not been easy, sharing his experience has been somewhat therapeutic. Now, as reported by MTV News, he always hoped his story will help other children who have been abducted and abused. Now, and I believe it will. You know, you never know what people are going through. You know, you see them abusing drugs or alcohol or whatever. That's some sort of pain that they're running from. But I'm so glad he's been able to get those skeletons out the closet and you know, put this past behind him. And you know, and I'm sure this story will help someone else who has been through a traumatizing something in their life that has traumatized them. Or thank God that him and his siblings were found. Don't know how his siblings turned out, or are they still dealing with that? But I hope and pray that they will overcome their past abuse. And for those out there who are fighting with their past abusive past, I pray that the Lord will give you peace. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always in parting, be blessed, y'all.